good, you guys? It's your girl Cece, aka Cecilia Robinson, aka Cece. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. To the new subscribers, I thank you so much. To the old subscribers, thank you so much. Before we get started, can you guys like, subscribe, hit that bell, and please share the video. Please share the video. I'm asking you guys to share the video. I thank y'all so much. What I'm talking about today is what happened when I bonded out. What happened when I bonded out, when I touched foot in Chicago, the heartbreak, the upset, and the two other cases that I caught that made me say, man, fuck all of this. That just made me say, fuck all of this. When I bonded out, I had to go to Philly, then I went to Chicago. Chicago is where, I had to sit down and wait to my preliminary hearing. Because I didn't give the jail address in Philadelphia. So I went to Chicago. And the whole time that I was gone 30 days. I had left money out on the street before I turned myself in. My man who went with me to turn myself in, I left him money. I left money out with my kids, grandparents, so they could take care of my kids while I was gone. So the 30 days that I was gone, between him and them, they ran through $30,000 motherfucking dollars. I'm not understanding, because then nobody has shit to show for it. You know what I'm saying? How do you run through $30,000 in 30 days? In 30 days, can't say it was the kids, because y'all ain't bought my kids shit new. And check this out. Women need to understand something. When you go to jail and when you come home, it's very rare that a female has anything to come home to. We have to start from scratch. Whereas a man, when he go to jail, it's very rare that he don't have anything to come home to, because somebody always gonna welcome this man in. I don't know why, but somebody's always going to welcome this man in. It's always going to be a woman that's preparing a house for him, getting his clothes and all this shit. Well, my man didn't do that. He was on the phone crying and shit when I was on the road to Chicago before I turned myself in and all this other shit. The money that I left him, he spent. He tried to convince me that he spent the majority of the money putting money on the phone so I can call. I ain't never called. Listen, my phone calls maybe was a couple of $100, if that, for 30 days. Yet, you done spend thousands. You're talking about you had to, pay for people to get in the club and VIP and all this other shit. Nigga, I don't have a home to come home to. You didn't get a home for me. He didn't have nothing for me but dick. That's the only thing he had for me. And it blew me to my core. Now, what else I didn't say is the 30 days that I was locked up, and yet I'm calling my man to check on him, because this my dude. He out here, not only has he spent this money, stupidly, I couldn't even get it out. Not only did he spend his money on stupid shit, but he also spent it with bitches, entertaining and shit. This motherfucker out there fucking and, doing all this other good shit. He's doing all this good shit. And it's like, yo. Now, I don't know this. But of course I don't know this. So when I get back to Chicago and I see I don't have shit for me, I'm salty. So this throws a wedge in our relationship, because guess what? I make more money than him. Or I was making more money than him. This motherfucker, he ain't bought no ounces. He ain't did nothing. But spent it. Talking about fucking VIP clubs. Stupidity. Excuse me. Just stupid shit. Just straight stupid shit. I don't understand. Now, I'm talking about my folks who came and got me from out there. He had a couple of dollars put up for me. He had a couple of thousand put up for me. I didn't want to mess with that. Now, when I came home, it was time for my nails to be done. It's time for my hair to get done. You think my man did that for me? Mind you, before my man was with me, he was wearing motherfucking Old Navy. I put this man in Gucci. I'm talking about shit he couldn't even pronounce. He wasn't that type of dude. But I'm making sure he have the best, and this motherfucker made sure I had the best fucking attitude. It just goes to show you. Now, he's acting funny the whole time. He's acting funny all the way up until Christmas. I come home like 2 days before Thanksgiving. He's acting funny all the way up until Christmas. I'm talking about he just so irritated. I asked this nigga for a couple of dollars to give me something to eat. He acted as if I asked him to rob a motherfucking bank. He looked at me, fuck you mean? Like I don't get bitches money. I mean, he didn't say that verbally, but that's the way the motherfucker was acting. You know? So Christmas Day, he left me. Christmas Day, that motherfucker left me. You know what I'm saying? Come to find out, he had been cheating with his ex-bitch, the homeless stripper bitch. The bitch who go shake a pussy every night and ass every night, but still didn't have a fucking place to stay because the bitch was evicted. She ain't had no case. The bitch just was a piss poor asshole. That's what she was. Only thing she had going for herself was a cute face. Nothing more. You know what I'm saying? That's who he was cheating on me with, along with the other bitches he met at the club. You know, so once again, on Christmas Day, he left me. So, January, I think it was January 30th, I had my preliminary hearing. Mind you, I'm so fucking broke. Before dude left me, like 2 days before he left me, again, I don't want to touch the money that my folks is holding. But I'm telling him like, yo, I need some money. This motherfucker ain't say I have money for you. Once again, he blew everything I gave him. This motherfucker suggested I pawn my jewelry. He suggested I pawn my fucking jewelry. So that's how I was able to get money. I pawned my fucking jewelry. Do you know how I felt? Now, when we walk up into and he took me to the pawn shop. And he suggested it. You know what I'm saying? Now, when we walk up in the fucking pawn shop, like the people, you know, they you know, pawn shop owners, they grimy. They're grimy. So when they see the pieces I got, now I got real fucking jewelry, real diamonds. You know what I'm saying? Real gold and shit like this. As big than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? They looking at this shit and they don't got no shit up in there like that. So these motherfuckers start lowballing me though. You know what I'm saying? Well, I can give you $150 for this. This is a fucking $5,000 watch. Well, I can give you $50 for this. This is a $7,000 fucking Cuban link bracelet. Like I'm talking about they lowball shit up out of me, but I had no other options. Now, I was staying at my auntie house, you know what I'm saying? And my auntie, I love my auntie dearly, but my auntie is not a person I want to stay up under. You know, she been living by herself forever. She's not a nasty person, none of this shit. But my auntie, she's just a person who needs to be by herself. I'm a whole adult. You know what I'm saying? I done shit out in these streets and shit like that. You cannot talk to me like I'm a fucking kid. So every relationship or every person I had to rely on when I came home was not there supportive for me. Talking shit to me, well, you should have did this. I was just like, how the fuck? First of all, when everything was all good, motherfuckers was all smooth. Hey, how you doing? What's good? I love you. All this other goofy ass shit. Now, you know what I'm saying? I need somebody to support me. The shit is not equal. It's not fucking equal. You know what I'm saying? And that shit, it did something to me. So when I go off to the preliminary, wait, let me tell you how I got to the preliminary. I didn't even have a fucking car. The car that I initially drove to Chicago in, I dumped that shit on like 116, 117, 118 and Eggleston. I got out that motherfucker, never looked back. You know what I'm saying? That boy ended up sending me a car to Chicago. That's how I ended up having a car. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was able to move around because the dude who I was with, my boyfriend, he didn't want to do shit for me. And this all the time because, you know what I'm saying? He'll tell you, oh, she broke my heart going to jail. Who the fuck asked to go to jail? I was indicted. I had to turn myself in. A real dude, especially the one I done been down with, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers would have been there. He was an opportunist. Motherfuckers was really an opportunist on some real life shit. If you really want to be technical, you know, have it go. I get my car. January 30th rolls around. I have to go to this preliminary. You know what I'm saying? So I drive through the night, get to the preliminary. And when I walk in, I see Fat Boy. I see my lawyer. I see Fat Boy lawyer. Now, I can't talk to Fat Boy. Verbally, I cannot talk to him. I'm not supposed to have no contact with him. Because, you know, at this, we're co-defendants. So he see me, he nod his head, I nod his, you know. We put together and all this other shit. We walk into this courtroom. First, the court. Let me tell you about this courthouse. We had court in the middle of bumbufuck. You know what I'm saying? It's like, who the fuck lives around here? The courthouse looked like a fucking barnyard. I could have sworn I seen cows in the back. I could be wrong, but I could have sworn I seen somebody's animals back there. It's wooden. It's not nothing that looks like a courthouse. So when I walk in, you know, Fat Boy and them standing in like this little foyer place, shit tight. And when my lawyer see me, I see speaking everything, they direct us to go back to this room. Now this room isn't real big, but it could have been spacious if they wouldn't have had this big dumbass table in the center of there. And they had this little podium. I guess that's what a judge said. But it was really a room. It wasn't no courtroom, no shit. Like, it was just a room. Like a meeting room. So I sit down. Fat Boy sit across from me. My lawyer sit on the right of me. His lawyer sit on the left of him. And in walks this bitch. She walking in there all stank. I'm talking about the bitch had them shoulders moving. Had the weave that I paid for in her motherfucking head. Because I told you we had been to Rapunzel Me to get our fucking hair done right before this shit go up. No, I didn't. But we had went to Rapunzel Me to get our hair done in Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? Before this shit happened. Like a couple of days before this shit had happened. She got the weave still in and a bun and shit. Got her glasses on. Glasses that I hit from the fucking mall. You know what I'm saying? Why the day this shit happened, or the day before this shit happened. I mean, she got on this ugly ass peach and tan suit and she walking in there like a coochie itch. And I'm looking at this bitch. She sit right next to me. I'm the type of person who likes to reach out and put hands on people. You know what I'm saying? So Fat Boy kicking me under the table and I'm trying to just pay attention, like look up and not look at this bitch. She's sitting so fucking close to me. I'm talking about close. So then it comes to a point where the judge asks this bitch like, yo, do you know, is the people are the parties here? The parties of this complaint here. This bitch points to me. Don't look at me, nothing. Just point her motherfucking finger at me. When I say I want to take off on this bitch and knock that motherfucking bun out her fucking head, Fat Boy kicking me under the table. She points at Fat Boy. You know what I'm saying? All smug and shit, like she had really done something. Now what I didn't say is, I told y'all that the bitch was already on parole for robbing pawn shops. Well, the people who she robbed the pawn shops with, she told on them. She told on them. So the bitch got a history of telling. Another thing I didn't say is the pawn shops belong to her motherfucking mama. Now this bitch sell pussy. She's a snitch. And damn it, she robbed her mama. So that speaks volumes. You know what I'm saying? That really, really speaks volumes. So I'm blue. You know what I'm saying? I'm annoyed. This court proceeding is over. They tell us what we got to file is paperwork and all this other shit. Shit is over with. So when we walking up out the courtroom, my lawyer had me a piece of paper. On the piece of paper said, man, let's hit the road. And that was all I needed to hear. That was all I needed to see, not hear. That was all I needed to see because life back in Chicago was horrible. My auntie was getting on my motherfucking nerves. I love you, Pa. I know you're gonna watch this. She was getting on my fucking nerves. My fucking boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, he done some fuck shit to me. You know what I'm saying? I had nothing there. I couldn't make no money out there, no nothing. I took my ass, as soon as I got into my car, I headed straight for Philly. You know what I'm saying? When I get to Philly, I get back on my shit. When I get back on my shit, guess who on my line? My ex. And this is why I call him a motherfucking opportunist. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm down, you not that for me. But long as I'm up, moving and shaking, the motherfuckers like, yeah, look at Cece walk the bell. You won't have your motherfucking name attached to me. Yeah, the motherfucker was an opportunist and I was stupid because I fell for this shit. So ladies, beware. You know what I'm saying? Stop putting yourself out there like that. Because I carry myself like a big wig. Like shit, money ain't an issue. We here, we there, we doing whatever. And motherfuckers enjoying that. But when shit goes bad, motherfuckers ain't nowhere to be around. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I have a man. That's not even. Look, motherfuckers don't want to be around when shit is down with you. They only want to be around when shit is up. Them fair weather ass men and women. So y'all be careful and protect yourself. However it go, I get back on the road. I'm doing my shit. You know what I'm saying? Boom. I'm doing my shit for a couple of weeks. I get all the way back up. I'm talking about I get back up. I have to go to Chicago for my daughter's birthday, which is February 20th. You know, I go to Chicago for my daughter's birthday and I'm playing this decent ass party. I'm going to rent hotel rooms. You know, I got this shit all mapped out in my head. I'm trying to get my kids back, you know, together and shit. So Fat Boy tells me, take Milton with you. I said, for what? Milton's my driver. What am I taking him with me for? I'm not going to work up there. I'm going to, celebrate my daughter's birthday, and then I'll come back. Man, y'all might want to do something when you leave there. Just being, because at this point, I'm back working for Fat Boy. So whatever he says goes. And I don't want to take him. You know what I'm saying? Once again, go against my better judgment. Go against my better fucking judgment. I take him like a fucking idiot. Now, he don't want to stay. My driver don't want to stay at the hotel in the suburbs where we stand at. He wants to stay motherfucking downtown so he can sightsee. But he could have sightseen on his own fucking time, not on mine. You know what I'm saying? Have it go. I get the room and everything down in the suburbs where I wanted to be at. And I'm rushing. I have to rush. Now, when I was on my way to Chicago, I stopped. And grabbed some blank check paper, some ink, but this wasn't for me. This was for somebody else. People don't know the stuff that I was doing and card cracking is two different things. Somebody need these blank check papers. That's all I'm saying. And I was grabbing them because I was by a place that had them, and I was taking it to them. Now I got this up in the room. I got these blank checks up in the room. I'm talking about I got 1,000 of them. I got those up in the room. They sitting out because I was pulling shit out the bag because I'm rushing, because I got to go downtown and take this motherfucker to the hotel, and I got to run back for my daughter's birthday party. So I got this shit sitting out. So when I leave up out the room, I put a do not disturb sign on this door. Leave out, boom. Now all the time when I leave, I got to turn back around to come back to the hotel. I had got probably like 30 minutes away from the hotel. I had to turn back around, come back to the hotel because I was rushing. So I left my cards in there. You know what I'm saying? I left my cards and my IDs. I left the shit sitting right on the bed. But I'm not worried because I put a do not disturb sign on the door. Now, I just checked into the hotel, and I'm pretty sure the motherfucking, the cleaning lady seeing all the shit I had, because I had my kids with me. We got Burberry, Gucci, this, that, and the third. When we left out, we ain't had none of this shit. So once again, I put the do not disturb sign on the door. So when I get to the hotel, I run upstairs to go in there and grab my shit. So when I put the key inside the door won't open. So I go back downstairs to the fucking clerk at the desk. I say, yo, my key not working. What room is it again? I tell him the room. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is one of my, listen, I'm bisexual. I'm finna say what the fuck I gotta say. This ain't a gay guy. This is Cece. He older. Yes, he a sissy. You know what I'm saying? This dude, he key the card. You know what I'm saying? Key the card. I run upstairs. The card don't work. He hit so I have to run back downstairs again to tell him, yo, this card not working. He like, I don't know, sometimes it's the machines and all this other shit. He do the shit again. I go back upstairs. The key works. I go in the room, do what I gotta do. I had to pee. I went to use the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I'm not leaving nothing. I still leave everything else exactly where it's at, all out. When I get back downstairs, the lobby is full of motherfucking police. So when I went upstairs the first time and the key didn't work, he had notified the police. Now, I don't know what the issue is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting ready to walk past, and a police officer stopped me and said, hey, are you, what the fuck was this name? Have it go. It's the craziest name I checked into this hotel under. You know what I'm saying? But I think it was like Horror Witch or some shit like that. Some shit that ain't black. Some shit that ain't black. Some Jewish name or some stuff. Just a real fucked up, you dig? So I'm like, yeah. He was like, well, can I see the card that you used? And I'm like, why? He was like, because we got a call from the clerk here, and dude standing back like this and shit, like a proud moment. You know what I'm saying? He's standing back. He said, we got a complaint that that you're setting up a illegal operation here in the hotel. I'm like, the fuck is you talking about? Unbeknownst to me, the fucking hotel, the cleaning person went upstairs inside my room. 9 times out of 10, they was going up there to steal some shit. Seen them, the cards and shit laying on the bed, and seen the check paper, and went back downstairs and told the clerk, like, I'm gonna get ready to set up shop up in here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what? He was like, yeah. So one of the police officers talked to the clerk, and the clerk, walks away while the other police officers is standing there talking to me. And the clerk takes this police officer upstairs. You know what I'm saying? To show what the fuck they talking about. So I'm thinking like, man, I got this driving the car with my fucking kids because my kids is with me. So I'm like, all right. Now, when I look through the door, they done pull they cruiser up behind my truck. So my driver gets out, you know, when he look and finally see me, I had like a red jogging suit or some shit. He see me, he get out the car and he come up in there and he like, everything all right? So I'm looking at him like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm finna talk to these people and I say, you finna get the fuck up out of here. I need him to get my kids up out of there. And I don't need him fucking with anything else I don't need them fucking with anything else that's in that truck. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's gonna go to jail. So I say, I'm finna talk to them and you finna get up out of here. I say, I don't give a fuck what you gotta run over. You don't stop until you get to safety. But of course, you know I'm not finna tell no shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't stop driving until you get my kids to safety, until you get yourself to safety. So I tell the officer, I say, listen, I'll tell y'all everything y'all need to know. Now, when I jumped out the truck to come up in the hotel to run upstairs to get my shit, I got all my phones on me. I got 3 phones on me. And I got cash. I got like $6,000 in cash on me. So I tell them, I say, I'll tell y'all everything y'all need to know, you know? So they standing around listening. It's 4 of them. It's 4 of them that's there. They standing around listening. I'm talking to them like, yeah, shit, I checked in. I was like, but I don't see no harm, you know? And in the midst of me talking to them, I was like, can I use the bathroom? Can I use the bathroom? So they all walked me to the bathroom. When they walked me to the fucking bathroom, which was like right down the hall, my driver hauled ass. He got up out of there. You know what I'm saying? He got up out of there. And I was cool and I was comfortable with that. So when the dude came back downstairs, when the police officer and the clerk came back downstairs, you know, he had this shit. He had the check paper and he had the ink and shit in his hand. He carrying it. And the clerk is telling him something. And I hear the clerk saying, yeah, I don't, they have stuff here. I don't want them coming back to the hotel. You know, who's to say this is dangerous and all this straight sissy shit. It is what it is. And you can't say I'm gonna get some goddamn because I'm a part of them alphabets. Get the fuck out of here. I'm afraid. You're a whole motherfucking man and you afraid? What the fuck you scared of? Close your motherfucking mouth. Y'all had no business going in my room. You know what I'm saying? They placed me under arrest. And, you know, I wasn't no problem. It was just smooth. They took me to the police station that's out there by them in the suburbs or some shit. I was able to stay on the phone all night, figuring shit out. They took me to the county early in the morning. And they gave me an I-bond because I never had a case in Chicago. I never had another case nowhere other than the one I'm out on bond for. Okay, so when they give me an I-bond, you know, I never even made it upstairs in the county again. I was still in the booking, but they give me an I-bond. When I bond out, you know, I sit down in Chicago for a couple of more days and I hit the road again. Now, this time when I hit the road again, the batch of work that I was getting, these cars and shit, they wasn't hitting for nothing. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't hitting for nothing. Wasn't hitting for nothing at all. And I'm like, yo, I need to make some money. You know what I'm saying? I keep getting hit. I need to make some money. So Fat Boy tell me, he said, well, I got some other shit. I just got some shit. You could try out because I'm trying it out too. It was cashier's checks. You know what I'm saying? All you have to do is go in there, buy a gang of shit, especially if you're using clothes, buy a gang of shit. So if your purchase is $300, you paying $400. You giving them $404. Because they come in $100. Each one of them is $100. So if your shit is $300, $300, 301 or some shit like that, you give them $400 and they give you the rest back in cash. So I was for months, I was riding around getting it with these fucking cashier checks. You know what I'm saying? So October comes and it's time for my new batch. Like, I done got good at this shit. It's time for my new batch. I'm trying to stack as much money as possible. And I get a package sent to me. Instead of them sending the package to Chicago, because that's the way I was, instead of them sending the package to Chicago, they sent a fucking package to Springfield, Illinois. So I have to drive to Springfield from Chicago and get this package. So while I was out there, I was like, fuck it, let me see my grandma, because I got family in Springfield. Now, motherfuckers not from Illinois or Chicago don't know that Springfield is not fucking Chicago, you know? So they just fucked up my mail. So I was able to get my package from the post office, well, the UPS store that they sent it to, and I went to go see my grandma, which was the last time I seen my grandma alive in person. So my grandma told me like, Pooh, be careful and all this other shit. And it's all right, grandma, you know what I'm saying? I take a little picture of her and all this other shit. She in the nursing home, and I going on about my way. Now I got family in Minnesota. Since I was already in Springfield, I got family in Minnesota. It's like, fuck it, let me slide to Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? I can see my family up there, and Minnesota is an untapped market for me. And I shouldn't have any problem. I'll take my yellow ass up to Minnesota, baby, and it changed my fucking life. I get up to Minnesota. Now, first of all, the people in Minnesota, black people in Minnesota, it's like they have this type of thing about them, like, you can't do that here. Don't do that here. Me, I'm just like a badass little kid. I want to get into everything. So in the midst of me seeing my family up there, I'm moving around, busting shit down. You know what I'm saying? I'm staying at my sister's house. I got, I'm around some love and all this other good shit. I'm making money. I'm around love and all this other stuff. Now, check this out. Kohl's clothing store. Kohl's department store. They have this thing. You pay with cashier checks, traveler checks, whatever. TCs, traveler checks. I've been calling them cashier checks. They traveler checks, TCs. Now I've been paying with these traveler checks. You know what I'm saying? Kohl's has a no hassle return policy. So no matter what you buy, no matter using whatever form of payment, they're going to give you cash back. No questions asked. So I'm going around through the Kohl's stores fucking it up. So I put in my GPS. I locate all the Kohl's stores. And I'm just going. I'm just going. So I found myself in Steele County, Owatonna, Minnesota, which is like the Indian reservation or whatever. Now, that morning, before I left out my sister's house, I end up grabbing my money unconsciously, which was like $32,000. Unconsciously putting it in my bag. Now, as I'm driving on the road, hitting these Kohl's stores, I'm also hitting like Office Depots and all this other shit, because all these places take TCs. So I'm talking about the truck I'm in. I'm talking about I got massive shit up in there. I had about $70,000 worth of shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about I'm racking up. I'm getting money and I'm getting products. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to sell this shit. I'm going to sell it. I hit Owatonna. I go into the first Kohl's. You know what I'm saying? Now I got other bags and shit from Kohl's. I'm buying shit and returning shit. I'm doing all this. So I buy from one store and return to the next. Now I had already bought from another Kohl's. You know what I'm saying? On the way there. So I was going up in there to return. So I went up in there to return, which I did, got the money. You know what I'm saying? So I see a coat. I see this jacket, and I see it was like a purse, and I see it was a couple of items. I grab them, and I go and I purchase them using the TCs. The purchase came out to like $400. It was like $400 and like 83 cents. I get them $500 worth of TCs. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Now what I'm gonna do is I get the change, put it in my pocket, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the next Kohl's, take that shit back. Everything but that damn jacket, because that jacket was bad as shit. I wanted that jacket. I was like, oh yeah. So when I get to the next Kohl's to take the shit back, I return it, but they tell me they can't see the receipt good, so I got to go up to the front, which is weird. So I go up to the front, and they got a whole register for me and everything. They so nice and all this conning shit. All the fucking time, the other Kohl's I had went into had put out a bulletin to all the Kohl's saying that they had a black girl, not a black woman, not an African American woman, but they had a black girl coming into their stores in their neighborhood, passing off fake TCs, traveler's checks. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know this. She go ahead, she do the return, she give me the money, she give me all the cash back. And as I'm walking out the store, I'm talking about we had a decent little conversation, like a 5-minute conversation. To think of it, the bitch was holding me there, because every time I tried to walk off, she offered me some more shit. Well, do you have a rewards card? Well, do you do this? Do you have an email and all this other shit? I'm talking about she overdoing her job. overdoing her job. So when I turn down every fucking thing possible and walk out the store, it's a black SUV parked out there with the window down. It's a white guy up in there. You can tell he's an officer. And it's two other officers standing there. And I'm not thinking shit of it because maybe they just security. So as I'm getting ready to walk through the lot, one of the officers said, "Excuse me, can we talk to you for a minute?" So I turn around, look at him, I said, "No." You know what I'm saying? So then I try to walk off some more. So the one who in the SUV, he pulls back. He bags back. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to block my path. So I stop. So the other two officers walking up on me, like, "We need to talk to you." I said, "What the fuck you need to talk to me for?" You know, well, we have our reason to believe that you're passing off fake money. I said, "I ain't got no fucking fake money." I said, "All the money on me is real." You know? So then I think, like, bitch, if you try to take off running and get to this car, they're going to see everything that's in the car. The money, the merchandise, and everything. So take your stupid ass back in the store. This is a conversation I'm having with myself. Then somebody else say, "Yo, let somebody know what's going on." So I turn around and walk up in the store, and all the time I'm texting Fat Boy, "Yo, they got me." They got me. You know what I'm saying? So one of the officers see me texting. He grabbed my hand and snatched my phone. But that text got through. Nah. You know, he grabbed my hand, snatched my phone, and he tell me, "We're placing you under arrest." I said, "What you placing me under arrest for?" He said, "We're going to tell you." That's what he said. "We're going to tell you." They put handcuffs on me and walked me to the back. You know, they walk me to the back and sit me down, and they got somebody back there that's going through the cameras and shit. So one of the dudes who's sitting at the computer, he's at the computer looking through the cameras. He say, "We seen when you pulled up. We seen the guy driving. Where they at?" I say, "Where they at?" Now, mind you, this is how they all think. They think you one sole person can't do it. You know, you black. And these are all white people. I was on a black person there, which I need my ass whooped. Because why the fuck am I the only dot in this whole... Why am I the only piece of coal in this whole land of snow? You know what I'm saying? That's my fucking fault. When I seen the fucking cornfields and the windmills, I should have turned the fuck around. I don't know what was wrong with me. Have it go. You know, they telling me, you know, they looking for the car. They know they seen the guy who I was with and all this other shit. I'm like, shit, he in another parking lot waiting on me. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we're gonna get him. These motherfuckers, you can hear it coming through they little walkie-talkies. They stopping random motherfuckers. So I'm thinking like, these motherfuckers gotta be stupid. So I'm thinking like, man, bitch, tuck these keys. Imagine they got me cuffed. I got my keys in my hand and I'm holding these bitches tight because it's just a little doop doop. You know, I'm holding these bitches tight and you can't see them and I'm not gonna let them go. I'm not gonna let them go. I held these fucking keys in my hand so tight the whole time. I'm gonna tell you what I did with them. Because if they got my keys, they can get to my fucking car and I got all that stuff in there. They booked me, but of course they booked me. They take me to Steele County Jail, Owatonna. So when I get up in there, you know, they dress me out, wash my hair, lice it out, all type of shit, get my ID and all this other stuff. What they charged me with was not no boss shit. Them motherfuckers charged me with the most embarrassing shit that I think it is, which is retail theft. You know what I'm saying? Out of all this fucking shit I'm doing out here in the world, you charge me with motherfucking retail theft like I'm out here stealing panties, socks, and rotisserie chickens or some shit like the other bitch. You know, like a number one good kisser. No, I'm a boss, bitch. You don't charge me no fucking retail theft, but have it goes. So when they send me in the shower, when I got to Owatonna, I still have my keys in my hand. You know what I'm saying? When they dress you out and all this other shit, they never told me to open the palm of my hands or none of this shit. I stuffed them keys so far out my pussy, it wasn't even funny. I sure did. I sure the fuck did. And bitches can stuff dope and shit up and then to get high. I can stuff my keys up in my pussy so these motherfuckers won't get my car. Have it go. When I get up in there, I get on the phone. I start calling Fat Boy. I call my sister to let them know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to get me out of here. I just caught that case in Chicago some months ago and I'm still out on bond. So, listen. I was supposed to leave Minnesota that day. The very next day, I was supposed to show up at my kids' school to pick my children up from school. And normally when I tell my kids I'm going to do something, 99.9% of the time, I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? That day, that very next day, my daughter got put out of school. My daughter was a whole handful. But she was at a basketball game. Her sister was playing in. The office attendant wasn't fucking with her and the way she was acting, put her out of school. It's fucking October. She's trying to walk home from 87th and fucking Wallace to 85th and May. She cuts through the metro train viaduct. 3 dudes snatch my daughter, beat her, rape her, rob her. When they find my daughter, you know what I'm saying? When they find my daughter, she's walking down the street asshole naked and bloody. All the time I'm in fucking jail, charged with retail theft. You know, I don't know this. So what's going on with me, that's what's going on with my child. What's going on with me is I'm trying so hard, so fucking hard to get somebody to go up there to that fucking Kohl's parking lot and get that car. All the time they had went up there and told it, because my sister and Fat Boy was taking forever about this whole about who's getting a tow truck and all this other shit, you know. And it didn't fall on. I don't want to put that off of my sister, because it wasn't my sister. My sister got thrown into this shit, you know what I'm saying? She's just trying to be there for her little sister. I'm the baby. I threw her into this, so she's just trying to figure out what's most logical or whatever. They took forever getting the fucking tow truck up there to get the car, so the police got it. Mind you, they charged me with fucking retail theft. The $32,000 that was in the car never came up on the report. None of the merchandise that was in the car never came up on the report. None of that shit. They kept that shit for that dirty ass motherfucking town. And with that, y'all, I'm going to conclude this. Y'all be smooth, and I'll see y'all Saturday.